It's March 20th, 2021. I'm preparing my fig trees for the spring. And as you can see, sometimes we use hay because we're in the eastern region and it snows. Here's the hay from the previous year, but we didn't end up using it this year. They kind of say you should get new hay, so I didn't want to have mold or anything. Let's see. This particular fig tree is Peter's honey fig. This is its second year, and just so you can see what it looks like, it does not have any fruit nor leaves, but I did scratch the branch and I see that it is extended a little bit. So let me show you. You take your finger, ignore the fingernails, and scratch it. So that's the Peter's honey, and I'm currently hand chopping because we do mow the lawn, but this is my favorite. This is its second year that I've had it. I got it in May of 2019 and we're in March of 2020, so it's almost a full year that I've had this one. When I purchased it, it was 1 year old, so in May it'll be its second year for me. I've gotten these on my birthday, and this one is a Chicago Hardy. I liked the Chicago Hardy preferable to the Peter's honey fig because it bore more fruit. I'm cutting out all the grass around it because the deer keep eating the figs. This one, I would say it produced about 7 to 10 figs, and which was a lot considering the Peter's honey only gave me like 3 to 5. So let's see what happens this year. It's shorter, but again, this is a less mature plant. So as you follow, I think it's important that we document what does a plant look like in its different stages, because we are losing knowledge unless you specialize in it, and I think it's all right to. So look, I'm going to show you. Oh, that looks like it's gonna bud. I see a bud. Looks like a branch may have broken off, and I see another bud. You see that? They look like little points, and I see and you see they're green, slightly green. Here's another one. So you have to protect it because deer like to eat my leaves. So put a fence around it or grate or something while they're young and in its infancy stage or less mature stage. But I'm very excited about my Chicago Hardy fig, and we're going to do a separate documentary about what it looks like after spring when it starts producing fruit. But I am happy because we had not a lot of snow, but a little bit of snow on the East Coast, and for this neck of the woods, up further north they definitely got snow. It was really bad, so much so in the South in Texas they had the car pile up, but I think that's because of the ice. It's COVID, and that's what's going on currently in this environment. Like Blended Review, subscribe. You'll see what I'm doing, what I'm liking, and just my reviews of different items I've purchased. And I am not an affiliate. I just love nature. As my husband will call me, a tree hugger. But welcome to all those tree huggers, environmentalists. And I'm not a deep one, but I really appreciate nature and all that. God, I'm clearing it out. There you go. So my plant can breathe. Let's look at the root system. There you go. It looks healthy. Let's even learn about bark. That's a big thing. If you're a Boy Scout, you have to know what bark looks like. And this Peter's fig, it has like a reddish tint. If you look back, it kind of has a reddish bark. with nodules, small nodules. Very different. Probably makes it hardy. And even the small ones are growing. So I'm really excited when the figs, and I even take the leaves, some of the leaves from my fig tree towards the fall season, and I dry out the leaves and I crush them up and put them in my meats. So I think a lot of things are more edible than we tend to use, and why if the ground can use the leaves, and we're feeding our trees by the ground and the compost that comes from it just naturally in the ground, why not do that for our own bodies and try to get some of that nutrients? And they use fig leaves in Europe and France for different kind of cheeses. So this is what I'm liking. Subscribe.